If you want to talk about writing books, you're in the right spot. And if you're on the replay, you can give hearts too. It's just as fun. Tap the screen. It's awesome. Try it. And if you're not already following me, hit the Perry buddy down there, change that plus to a check, and you'll know when I'm live. Hey guys, welcome. As you're joining in, pop on in the chat. Let me know your name and where you're tuning in from. I think I saw Katie Lance come in here, which is awesome. She might not be on the app. She might come on, but Katie Lance, if you're in here, I love your scopes. Hello, Charles. Welcome, guys. So today I would like to talk about why don't more people write books? This is honestly something of a mystery to me. I am a writing coach and editor and author, and I would love to see more people write books. And so I kind of want to throw out some suggestions. Maybe some of these will resonate with you, and you can reconsider why you haven't written your book yet. So welcome, guys. Who else is in here? I've seen some names pop in. Charles said hello. Who else is here? I'm going to start peeking, you guys. Lauren's here. Hey, Lauren. I'm going to call you out. If you don't say hi in my chat, I call you out. Kansas City. Hey, Deborah. Well, guys, I have been talking some major book writing the last couple of days. I've just come off a duo of webinars, which usually I only do webinars in singleton, so having two back-to-back was awesome and challenging. New Zealand rocket fan. What's your name? New Zealand. I want to go to New Zealand. I want to be a hobbit, but I don't think I can be a hobbit. But I could visit the hobbits in New Zealand. Isn't that why like half of the tourism, no, half the tourism to New Zealand wants to do? I also want to go skydiving. I think I could do that in New Zealand. So guys. Ooh, and Awaken the Bones is from New Zealand as well, or lived there. You guys should chat. Oh, Rocket fan. I'm from Houston too. I'm in Houston right now. Love books. But I do want to go to New Zealand. Houston, I do like Houston though. Okay, guys. Let's dive in. I am Morgan Gist McDonald. I'm a writing coach, editor, and author, and I help people who want to write a book but don't know where to start write their book. I walk with them chapter by chapter. Hello, Louisa Wayne from Brazil. Welcome. I walk with them chapter by chapter from vague idea to first draft to finished manuscript, and it is a really, really fun process. If you have never written a book before, I highly recommend it. It is awesome. It's a little challenging. It's an exercise in persistence, but you learn a lot about yourself, and if you're a business owner, you learn a heck of a lot about your business. So how do you write a book? That's actually the last couple of days, these webinars I just mentioned. I walked people through a 12-step process of how to write their book. And if you want to know more about this 12-step process, you can go to paperravenbooks.com/12 steps, and I've got a freebie for you there. But yeah, that's where I put my blog and my periscopes and everything like that goes up on paperravenbooks.com. That's where I run my business and my blog. So why don't more people write books? This is a mystery to me, honestly, because I have seen the benefits of writing a book. If you're a business owner, I mean, books help you, first of all, clarify what your business is, who you serve, how you serve them uniquely, and helps distill, like, you know, that sense of purpose that you have when you start your business? Writing the book helps you to distill that sense of purpose into a message that you can communicate later. So through the process of like writing the book and then writing the blurb about the book. Hey Miguel, welcome. You had a scope earlier today. I haven't caught the replay yet, but it looked like you're on fire now. You're scope addicted. I like it. Thanks for the hearts. So when you start a business, a lot of times you have a vague idea of kind of what you want to do in your business, but and then if you kind of have been practicing for a while, bringing in some clients, on fire, I like it. And you're not sure where the next level is, the next step up, and you're looking for some strategy. Honestly, the process of writing a book about your business to the clients that you serve helps you immensely into like distilling your core message and your core offering. And then, thanks for the hearts, guys. As you go through this almost like a process of self-discovery, and you hone your message, you find yourself speaking much more clearly and much more directly to those who you want to serve. So that comes out through the book. Thanks for the hearts. This is like, I'm on fire now. And not only the book, but the publicity about the book, the blurbs, you start doing interviews to promote the book, and suddenly you are speaking much more clearly, much more coherently about your business. Okay, so that's one way. But also, imagine that you are really passionate about a cause. I mean, I don't know, maybe you are really passionate about education. Right? Okay, education is this huge, big thing to be passionate about. If you start writing a book about why we should, fundraise money and promote like public attention toward this cause of education, you start writing a book about it, suddenly you're going to start distilling your own passion about it. Because your book is either going to be about inner city America or, Guatemala, right? Those are two very different types of books. Same general passion of education, but suddenly you hone your message, you hone your interest, and you can start gaining a lot more momentum around your cause. And that's just an example. I mean, there are so many different types of causes that you could be raising money or awareness or, volunteers for, that writing a book about it really helps to distill that. A good example of how this can work is Adam Braun, who is the founder of Pencils of Promise. His nonprofit is building schools in third world countries, and he wrote a book called Pencils of Promise. And now, after he wrote that book, he has been in touch with so many entrepreneurs and people who now are giving him money and helping him build these schools than he ever could have without the book. So it's kind of his business, it's kind of his nonprofit, but he's been in touch with so many more influential people because of writing the book. Okay, and then there's this whole genre of memoir and whatever. Oh, Miguel says, Catch didn't grab my last scope. Well, that's weird. Are you signed up for an account, or do you still have to use the hashtag Catch? I don't think Catch has ever missed any of mine. That's good thing to be on the lookout for, though. So there's this genre also about memoir and personal experience and kind of almost advice giving. And a lot of people are drawn to this category, and I really think it's actually a helpful category. Some people, when I start talking to them about things like memoir and their own personal experiences, they're like, yeah, but I don't know if I'm that special. I don't know if I'm special enough to write a book about this thing. And my sort of pushback would be, well, you're special enough to have a conversation with someone about it. If you find yourself talking about your life experience or the thing that you're passionate about or your interest, if you start bringing it up in conversation and you find yourself talking about it to friends and family and they are interested and they're like, wow, I never thought of it like that, boom, you have something interesting to say. And if you're going to say it to your friends and family, why not write a book about it and share it with everybody? Participate in the conversation. Abigail says, I put it on YouTube. Oh, that's a good idea. I'll find your YouTube channel. So we get hung up on, I think, whether our ideas are worth writing a book about, possibly because we have such cultural kind of expectations about what a book is. But honestly, the definition of what a book is changing. So now we've got a lot more of these shorter formats that are easier to digest on electronic devices, right? Our Kindles and whatnot. And so the purpose of books has changed a lot, and half of the purpose of a book now is a conversation starter, new ideas and meeting new people. So that's almost a new point of a book. It's forming relationships, finding each other. So how do we even find people who are interested in the same things? Well, we Google search and we Amazon search. And if we look on Amazon for books that we're interested in, and we find your 20,000 word ebook and we read it, we're like, wow, I gotta get in touch with that person. And you email them. And then before you know it, you've started a new relationship with someone that you never would have had you not written that book. And so this is kind of, I guess it's puzzling to me why we don't all write more books, because there's so many benefits. And people, I think, also get hung up on well, don't you have to sell a lot of copies to make a book worthwhile? And I would say you'll probably sell more than you think you will, first off. And second off, how many new relationships do you think you need in your life to make your life more full and more rich? I don't think you need millions of new relationships, but when someone reads your book, that is forming a new relationship. And people do email you. They do reach out to you on social media. They do begin this conversation with you. And so if you think your life could be enriched by a few thousand more relationships, and they might end up being influencers in your industry or leaders in whatever you're interested in, or colleagues or new clients, like if those relationships could benefit your life, write the book. Just write the book. It's not that hard. Yes, it takes some time, it takes some persistence, but there's nothing inherently, there's no like glass ceiling for writing a book. Like literally anyone can write a book, even if you need to talk your book out. I mean, Stephen Hawking wrote a book. He's super smart, but he was, in a wheelchair and could barely move more than one finger when he wrote his book. Have y'all seen that movie? I should have Googled this before I hopped on. The biography of Stephen Hawking's life. Anyway, you should check out that movie. It's very impressive. Whether you feel like you're not smart enough to write a book, or whether you feel like you're physically incapable of writing a book, I would challenge you to at least try. Just try. Aim for 5,000 words. That would be my assignment for you. You can write 5,000 words in 1 week. If you write 5,000 words in 1 week and decide you don't want to write a book, fine. But if you're curious, that's my challenge. From today, 7 days forward, write 5,000 words, come back and tell me whether or not you want to write your book. Okay, guys, thank you for hanging out. I gotta run. Have a fantastic day and start writing your book. Talk to you later.